Hey everybody, what is going on? Sean here with the Tech Gremlin Warrior. And today we are going to talk about computer startup. Booting your computer up. You turn it on, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and it takes forever to start up. One of the challenges, or one of the culprits that's causing this issue, is that you have a whole bunch of startup apps starting in the background when your computer boots. And this is just something that, all these apps that you install on your computer, they seem to think that they're special and that they need to be started when your computer starts. And that's not the case. And so what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to get to these startup apps and how to disable them so that your computer boots faster. So let's pop over there and let me show you how to do this. So we're in Windows 11. All right. We're looking at it and you're wondering, okay, how do I get the startup apps? There's a number of ways. Okay. What I normally like to do, I like to just right click on the Windows taskbar. And when I do, I like to go into Task Manager. That's going to open up this Task Manager. And I'm going to go ahead and expand it to full size. And so that's one way. All right. Going to go out of it. Now, another way is to go right over here to the Start menu and just start typing Task Manager. And normally with Windows 11, when you do a search like I just did, and I actually spelled it wrong, it still picked up the best match. And normally when you do that, when you go and do a search and just start typing immediately, usually that best match is the one that you're looking for. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and click on it. And again, we're at the same place we just were when I did a right click on the taskbar. So the next thing you want to do, there's a lot of different tools here. Right now, we're only going to focus on the startup apps. Right over here, very top left-hand corner, we have those three lines, call them a hamburger menu or a settings menu. And if you click on those, it expands it so you can read them. And this fourth one down is your startup apps. You click on that, and what we're showing here, you can already see we have a number of startup apps that are already disabled. So I've already gone in here and said, hey, I don't need these starting automatically. And that's okay. You're not going to break anything by doing this. The program still will work. All right. So right here, if I really want to use Copilot, it will still work. It's just what I'm telling it to do right here is don't start it up when I start my computer. When I go to Copilot, if I wanted to, Copilot, I'm going to do that search like I just showed you and click on it. It'll now start and run. All right. Nothing's keeping me from using that when I want to. The only thing that we're doing is telling it, don't start it and have it running when I'm not going to use it. Don't start it just because I started my computer. All right. Now, the next thing you can do that can be really, really handy with this is you can click on any of these column headers to sort. So if we wanted to, we could sort by name, and now it's doing a reverse alphabetized order. I can do it again, and now we have it in alphabetized order. But what I like to do is I like to get them all in a line of enabled and disabled. All right. So now we have all the ones that are enabled at the very top. Again, I don't need Microsoft Edge starting when I boot my computer. When I go and open Microsoft Edge right here, it will work when I want to use it. It doesn't need to be started when I start my computer. So I'm literally just going to right click on Microsoft Edge and I'm going to click on disable. And guess what? It moved down into the disabled list down here. And now when I go to start my computer, it's not going to start anymore. Again, mobile devices. I don't need mobile devices to start when I start my computer. Going to right click and do disable. Same thing here. We got Microsoft Edge starting. Nope, don't need it. All right. OneDrive, yeah, I'm going to leave OneDrive starting. I like to have OneDrive. That allows me, if you're using OneDrive, and typically when you install Windows 11, it will install OneDrive by default. The free version, it's going to be limited to like 5 gigs of space. But if you are using it, it's going to sync. And so I do leave that alone. Same thing with the security health system tray. Anything having to do with security, I typically let run. Again, Windows Defender. We're not showing it running right now, but if it was in this list and it was running, I would leave it. All right. But you can see, look at how many, and you're going to have a lot more. This is a virtual machine I'm using that's relatively new. So there's very, very few startup apps in here. But you can see, even out of these few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 apps that we were able to turn off. This one here, VM tools, going to leave that started as well. I'm using VMware. I think that probably is logical to keep running. But you'll just notice that, wow, just with this, there was 9 things that can be turned off. All right. And by doing that, that is going to allow your system to boot up faster than it normally would with all of these things trying to start up at the same time. Again, and they're sneaky. Whenever you install a new program, Adobe's could possibly be in there. Adobe loves to start up their apps when you install them. Zoom is another one. It's like, no, I will start you when I go to use you. You don't need to start when I start my computer. And again, this is how you turn all those off so that when you boot your computer, it's going to boot faster than it would with all these different apps trying to say, start me, start me, start me, right? All right. So hopefully this was a helpful video for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.